What's up, guys? Your Vince Valentine EX Turk, and I'm here to drop a new video before I have to go run some more errands for my job. So, and I'm gonna do this and get me something to eat, and I'm gonna be going on the road. So, I might as well just make a video now. So when that does happen, it happens. Plus, I wash my hair, so I'm wearing my hair natural again. But anyways. What's up, guys? Your Keegan and I, Vince Valentine EX Turk, and we're gonna be talking about we're gonna discuss Dissida NT. Now, I've watched Final Fantasy Peasants videos, so I'm kind of influenced to do this thanks to him, and I'm good. See, I give credit where credit's due. I give credit where credit's due. I'm not one of those people that don't give credit. Shit, get off my back. But anyways, so things that I personally want in Dissida NT. This is my personal list. And I had to disable the comments, so it's like, safety reasons, so I can't really, just share this to your friends, Or I may actually leave the comments open for people who, legitly watch my stuff, so, yeah. So you can put in your comment what you want in Dissida NT. Now, personally, I want Premier Skin shaders, because that way you can make a lot of characters. I like Injustice Premier Skin system, and not only that, Tekken's also kind of using that too, because you can customize. But soon they're gonna actually add characters like that. That's why the character roster in Tekken 7 is so low. Is because it's really just all because it's all because sorry. Lost thought. It's all because of the Premier Skin system. This actually works a lot better than just adding characters, which will make the megabytes, gigabytes higher, meaning that it's gonna be hard to install the game. Now, I think this Premier Skin thing is smart because it costs less on days. Cause all you are is taking a pre-made character, edit some movesets, and change the voice actor. Let's just take one thing for an example. It'd be cost effective. It would be cost effective instead to craft a new Vincent Valentine character for the Final Fantasy VII roster. Instead, go click on Laguna if Laguna's an NT, hit square or whatever you do to change costumes, and it'll say Vincent Valentine. Except the difference I want, instead of using the Injustice system completely, I want to be able to customize even the Premier Skins, That'd be pretty cool if you could do that, but let's get back on topic. I think it'd be pretty cool to click Laguna, click one of his costumes, it's Vincent Valentine, but, and it has the Final Fantasy VII logo, and on there, on the character select thing, and Vincent has Steve Blum's voice actor in the English and his Japanese voice in the Japanese, and he could transform the Chaos, Hellmaster, Death Gigas, Galleon Beast, but also use gun attacks, and it's kind of the same fight style as Laguna, And same thing with Genesis and Sephiroth, as well as Zack and Cloud. So the one thing I really had to say I really want in Dissida NT would be Premier Skins. Another thing too, I like the Final Fantasy 15's Noctis and Arden, which it's already given so many times I play the game. As well as I'd like 2 stages from Final Fantasy 15. I would like Insomnia's the Star Scourged Insomnia, where you fight Ifrit, and Alticia, as possible places to battle as well. I want another thing. What I also want is to keep this competitive, because this is a genius thing Square Enix is doing. They know fighting games are selling like hot cakes. Competitive fighting games are the trend now. Everybody's getting into fighting games. Even the arcade bar I go to, pretty much you just put $5 down and you can enter a fighting game tournament and win all the entire cash prizes. People putting money on this. People putting bets on this. People are spending their lives and livelihood, not just live streaming it, but going to expensive, fighting game, conferences to compete for state. This has become an e-sport, pretty much. Fighting games have become a sport, pretty much. This is a genius idea to keep it competitive and online. No, but I still would like them to have the story and all the other amenities Dissidias have, like just arcade mode, story mode, you know, two-player mode where you want to play with your friends, player match for if you just want to play your match, rank match if you want to get serious about this. All that stuff would be really good if they add that in there. So that'd be another thing I would also love to be added into Dissida NT. Another thing too, the cast of Duodecim. Because I think if they put Laguna in Dissida NT, there's a huge chance of a Vincent Valentine Premier skin. Not to mention, I also like Tifa's fighting style because it was different than the other characters' fighting style. I mean, no offense, I love swords and stuff like that, but it was different. It was just straight up brawling style. And there's people who play that style. Plus, come on, you can't take Tifa out. Tifa is the international Final Fantasy waifu. That would be crazy if they took out Tifa. Plus, there'd be a chance to make a Tifa a lot hotter since these are new models, but let's just keep that request on the down low. Anyways, yeah, I also would like to have the Duodecim cast as well as the original cast, which I already know they're gonna make the original cast. They've already announced most of the characters for it, as well. Also, if I could choose a villain for the Final Fantasy 13 bracket, I personally like Caius. I know it's not possible because Caius is a spin-off game, but if you can't honor my request for Caius, at least put either Sid Reigns or Bartanonis as one of those. That'd be pretty nice if you could do that. Bartanonis or Sid Reigns. I'd be okay with that. Now, I would want Arden more than I do Idolus. I know it's the same fighting style, but Arden makes a lot of sense on the fact that Arden was the main villain in Final Fantasy 15. I've said this before. I've gotten numerous arguments online over this. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Ravis too, but Ravis was not really much of a villain. I said it again, and people argue with me saying, oh yeah, he was. Yeah, but he was an anti-hero. He's just trying to get his kingdom back. Don't get me wrong, Ravis has a good fighting style. Don't get me wrong, I like Ravis' fighting style. In fact, I cosplayed Ravis because Ravis is one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters besides Vincent. But I gotta be quite honest, maybe we could save Ravis as a DLC character? I don't know. As an actual character, or put him as a shader for a character who has the same fight style as him. I mean, I think that's quite possible. What else I would like? I'd like more areas too. I'd like to be able to access the original Dissidia fight stages, Duodecim fight stages, and also add a little bit more new stages. Especially if they put this on a console. If they put this on a console, they can fit all that stuff in there. Even if it happens to be 15 characters with premier skins, they could still fit more stages. And I also like more background music for more stuff. I also would like to be able to have compilation music, such as spin-off music like Final Fantasy X-2 soundtrack, Final Fantasy VII Dirge of Cerberus soundtrack, Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core soundtrack, Kingsglaive soundtrack, Episode Prompto soundtrack, Episode Gladiolus soundtrack. Just pretty much spin-off music as part of the soundtrack too, because I fight better with soundtracks. Trust me, I fight better with music. People have seen me play fighting games, even on stream. When I have my library of music songs on my laptop, I fight better. It's kind of strange, but I fight better with music. So maybe if I could choose whatever music I want for the Final Fantasy series, that would be wonderful. That would be a dream come true. That'd be a birthday gift, a Christmas gift. It would be so wonderful. I also like more dialogue, but also I like them to keep the original vision, so I'm glad they're doing that. I'm glad that they're doing that. Now, I would also like a time attack, survival, and all the amenities that every fighting game has, pretty much. Another thing I would also like to have in Dissida NT would be player icons. And not just only for regular characters, but for DLC characters, for premier skin characters. Because, I mean, let's be quite honest, there's not enough Final Fantasy player icons besides 14. So, and 15 didn't have player icons, so I'd like to have player icons again. As well as I also would love to have a SHAREfactory theme for Dissida. Since this is going to be a competitive e-sport, I think it'd be genius if they put. I think it'd be genius if they put what is it SHAREfactory theme on this as well for people like me who like to share videos a lot, such as the video I'm making to you right now. So I gotta be getting ready to go. I got more errands to run, so I gotta get me something to eat real quick, and I'll be, I had to go run some errands, so I had to cut this short. So man, Crystal, be with you.